Welcome into this carrier update. I'm Tony Mulvey, joined by Donnie Gilbert. Donnie, gonna start here breaking down the overall market and what we're seeing on the outbound tender volume index and the outbound tender rejection index. Volumes stable for the moment, but rejections obviously a little lower.
10,000.
Yep.
We benchmarked at 10,000, March 2018. Above 10,000, thumbs up. Below 10,000, thumbs down. Now people are going, man, it's really tough right now. Thumbs up. Well, we are at the bottom end of the thumbs up, almost the crossover point. But yes, right now we're still above 10,000. That's good. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
We have seen it start trending down here some. We expected it to probably be a little bit lower considering this is February. But our rejection rates have dropped to 3.47% overall, considering reefer and drive-in. That's a pretty tough one to swallow. But what does it explain? It explains that these trucking companies are on full auto accept. It doesn't matter what you send them, they're taking it, and they're not even arguing. Now, are they servicing all those loads? That's a different story. But they are accepting everything they can accept, which kind of shows a signal of what kind of market they're in, what we're seeing about them. They need any and everything they can get.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're accepting it, right? And if they can service it, they kind of figure it out, right? It's more of a...
We may not be there at 8 a.m., or we may be there at noon, maybe at 2 o'clock, or maybe tomorrow at 8 a.m. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And a lot of times shippers are behind, or they have so much going on that it's like, all right, well, you know, we'll fix it for you. And that'll last for a while. And then maybe eventually you'll start to see some shippers step up and say, hey, look, given the market that we're in, if you don't start servicing these, we'll find somebody else. And then you'll start seeing things straighten up.
Yeah, it's also a signal that nothing or very few loads are falling into the spot market. The spot market right now is a very tough place to navigate given rejection sub 3.5%.
We'll look at the rates in the spot market in our just after the top of the hour. If there's not a lot of freight going in the spot market, and you have a lot of capacity, what happens?
Rates go down.
Rates go down, and that's what we've seen over the past several months.
Yep.
So hang in there. It's going to be tough like this for a while. A couple reasons this is happening. Diesel fuel is so high, they need the fuel surcharge. These big carriers make a lot more money on that split, which is around about $1.50, I believe. We'll look at that as well. And you look at a lot of fourth quarter earnings, you see that trucking companies are struggling.
Yeah.
But they're probably some of the best money they're making is off the fuel surcharge.
Yeah.
So a lot of good reasons why that's at 3.47%.
Yeah.
Let's read the next chart here. And looking at outbound tender lead times. Again, going down, going down, going down. This is reefer and drive-in together, 2.93, trending down. Shippers are not under pressure. They're not going to pay higher prices for on-demand capacity.
Yep.
It's going down, down, down. We saw it trend up here before the end of the month, but now we're in the middle of the month.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the month, you had obviously winter weather that happened really across the entire country when you factor in that it went from Mexico all the way up into the Northeast.
Yes.
Then you have the end of the month. Right, they want to move things off their docks. They want to make sure it's moving. That's why you see it peaks out on the 27th, right? If they're giving 3-day lead time and they're sending it out on the 27th, well, guess what? It's picking up right before the end of the month. So that's why you're seeing it. You see an uptick typically around the end of the month for that purpose, and then you see it come back down to a more normal level there early in the month. But I mean, yeah, like you said, shippers really aren't under a ton of pressure right now.
No, and that's why our rates are low. That's why markets are deteriorating. And when we come back, we'll look at different scenarios. We'll look at the head haul index and tell you where you need to be running your trucks.
Absolutely. Well, Donnie, thank you so much for this update. We'll be sure to check in with you again a little later. Right now, we'll hand it over to Thomas Wasson.